महागणाधिपतये नमः महासरस्वत्यै नमः अयं मुहूर्तः मुहूर्तोऽस्तु सुमुहूर्तकाले सूर्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणामत्यन्तानुकूल्यफलसिद्धिरस्तु गोविंदाय नमः विष्णवे नमः मधुसूदनाय नमः त्रिविक्रमाय नमः वामनाय नमः श्रीधराय नमः ऋषिकेशाय नमः पद्मनाभाय नमः दामोदराय नमः संकर्षणाय नमः वासुदेवाय नमः प्रद्युम्नाय नमः अनिरुद्धाय नमः पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः धोक्षजाय नमः नारसिंहाय नमः अच्युताय नमः जनार्दनाय नमः उपेन्द्राय नमः हरये नमः श्रीकृष्णाय नमः श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमो नमः उत्तिष्ठन्तो भूतपिशाचाः जस्ट टेक सम अक्षतास and smell it leave it your back उत्तिष्ठन्तो भूतपिशाचाः एते भूमिभारकाः एतेषामवरोधेन ब्रह्मकर्म समारभे ओम भूः डू द प्राणायामम् ओम भूः ओम भुवः भोगुं सुवः ओम महः वुञ्जनः ओम तपः भोगुं सत्यम् ओम तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ओमापो ज्योतिरसमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्सुवरोम् यजमानस्य पादक्षे द्वारा परमेश्वरमुद्दिश्य परमेश्वर प्रीत्यर्थं शुभाभ्यां दुबे जवने मुहूर्ते महाविष्णुनाग्नेया प्रवर्तमानस्याद्य ब्रह्मणः तीव्रार्थे श्वेतवराहकल्पे वैवस्वतोन्नन्तरे अवृगादे जयदमस्तदेवता ब्राह्मण हरिहरजनिधौ स्मृतमान व्यावहारितमरणा स्वस्ति श्रीक्रोधिनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे वसन्तऋतौ वैशाखमासे शुक्लपक्षे द्वादश्यां भानुवासरे च भुवासरे च भनक्षत्रे च भयोगे च भकरणे मंगुणविशेषणविशिष्टायां शुभतिथौ परमेश्वरमुद्दिश्य परमेश्वरप्रीत्यर्थौ श्रीमान् श्रीमतः नागुलगोत्रोद्भवस्य सुरेशकुमारनामधेयस्य धर्मोत्तिसमेतस्य भुवनेश्वरी नामधर्मोत्ति समेतस्य कुमारस्य सिद्विक्तरन् नामधेयस्य जियांश नामधेयस्य आयुष्याभिवृद्ध्यर्थं हरितगोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रीजेश नामधेयस्य धनोत्ति समेतस्य श्वेता नामधेवत्याः सह कुटुम्बानां श्रीमान् श्रीमतः वेशान्दल गोत्रोद्भवस्य अनुराग सिंह नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां आयुष्याभिवृद्ध्यर्थं युवान् नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां श्रीमान् श्रीमतः वसिष्ठगोत्रोद्भवस्य उत्तराषाढ नक्षत्रे जातस्य नागराज नामधेयस्य रेवती नक्षत्रे कमला नामधेवत्याः धनिष्ठा नक्षत्रे जातस्य आरव नामधेयस्य यादवत्याः आर्णा नामधेवत्याः सह कुटुम्बानां हरितसगोत्रोद्भवस्य रघु नामधेयस्य धनोत्ति समेतस्य नागमाधुरी नाम धनोत्ति समेतस्य ऋत्विक नामधेयस्य प्रियांश नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां आयुष्याभिवृद्ध्यर्थं टेक सम अक्षतास रिपीट माय वर्ड्स मम अस्माकं सह कुटुम्बानां क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य विजय अभय आयुः आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काम्यमोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं सांग सपरिवार रमासहित सत्यनारायण स्वामी देवता संपूर्ण अनुग्रह प्रसाद सिद्ध्यर्थं कल्पोक्त विधानेन यावच्छक्ति ध्यान आवाहन षोडश उपचार पूजां करिष्ये आदौ निर्विघ्न परिसम अवाप्ति अर्थम महा गणाधिपति पूजां करिष्ये लिटिल बिट वाटर तदंग कलशाराधनं करिष्ये कलशं गंधपुष्पाक्षतैरभ्यर्च्य टेक सम सैंडलवुड पाउडर water in the sandalwood powder and apply that sandalwood powder to that cup. Put some kumkuma also. तदंग कलशाराधनं करिष्ये कलशं गंधपुष्पाक्षतैरभ्यर्च्य your right hand. आकलसे एषु धावते पवित्रे चिच्यते उक्थैर्यज्ञे च वर्धते आपो वा इदकं सर्वं विश्वा भूतान्यापः प्राणा वा आपः पशवापो नमापो मृतमापः सम्राडापो विराडापः स्फुराडापः छन्दागुष्यापो ज्योतिगुष्यापो एजोगुष्यापः सत्यमापः सर्वा देवता आपो भूर्भुवस्सवरापो ओम. Rotate that flower or petal in the cup. गंगे चेमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी जलेऽस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु. आयां तु महापूजार्थं कलशोदकेन पूजा द्रव्याणि सम्प्रोक्ता. Sprinkle that water, all the puja items on top of Ganesha, on yourself also. Again take some or petal flower. Om Ganantva Ganapatikum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashanvannotabhisida Sadaram Ganapatim Sangam Zayudam Tavahanam Shakti Patni Mitrovarthameto Aspinaridrabambe Sumukham Mahavahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer in front of the Ganesha. Keep offering akshatas. Mahaganadhipataye namaha adhyayami. Mahaganadhipataye namaha avahayami. Mahaganadhipataye namaha navaratnakajite simhasanarthe akshatan samarpayami. Mahaganadhipataye namaha. Sprinkle water 5 times. Mahaganadhipataye namaha padayof padyam namarpayami. Mahaganadhipataye namaha stayorgham namarpayami. Mahaganadhipataye namaha suddhodaka snanam namarpayami. Snananantaram shuddha achamaniyam samarpayami. Again take some akshatas or petals. अभिवस्त्रा आजुपसनान्यन शाबिदेन सुदुगाः पूयमानः अभिचन्द्रा भर्तवेन हन्याभश्वान् नथनो देवसोमा. महागणाधिपतये नमः. वस्त्रात् पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. Again take some akshatas or petals. यज्ञोपवीतं परमं पवित्रं प्रजापतेर्यत्सहजं पुरस्ताद्वायुष्यमग्रियं मृतमुञ्च शुभ्रं यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेजः. यज्ञोपवीतार्थं पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. Again take one petal along with the sandalwood powder. गंधद्वारां दुरापुष्टांगरीष्णीं ईश्वरीकं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः. दिव्यश्री परिमल गंधं समर्पयामि. आयने ते परायणे दुर्वारोहन्तु पुष्पणीरदाश्च पुण्डरीकाण समुद्रस्य गृहाय मे. अलङ्करणार्थम् अक्षतान् समर्पयामि. Again offer akshatas. Keep offering akshatas while you are offering Ganeshaya नमः. ओम सुमुखाय नमः. ओम एकदंताय नमः. ओम कपिलाय नमः. ओम गजगन्निकाय नमः. ओम लंबोदराय नमः. ओम विकटाय नमः. ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः. ओम गणाधिपाय नमः. ओम धूम्रकेतवे नमः. ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः. ओम भालचंद्राय नमः. ओम गजाननाय नमः. ओम वक्रतुंडाय नमः. ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः. ओम हेरंबाय नमः. ओम स्कंदपूर्वजाय नमः. ओम सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः. श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः. नानाविध परिमलपत्र पुष्पाक्षतान् समर्पयामि. Fruit put in front of the Ganesha and sprinkle the water with the petal or flower on that fruit. Prokshiyabharashitya Pundarikakshaయ Namaha. Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Satyaskala Amrutaphalam Nivedayami. Show that fruit to the Ganesha with the petal or flower. Om Pranatmane Namaha. Om Panatmane Namaha. Om Yanatmane Namaha. Om Udanatmane Namaha. Om Samanatmane Namaha. Om Brahmatmane Namaha. Om Madhye Madhye Paniyam Samarpayami. Sprinkle water petal or flower. Madhye madhye paniyam samarpayami. Hasto prakshalayami. Pada prakshalayami. Suddha achamaniyam samarpayami. Parvati pataye Hara Mahadeva. Again take some akshatas or petals. सुमुखश्चैकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकन्निकः लम्बोदर्शवटो विघ्नराजो गणाधिपः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः पालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डशूर्पकर्णो हैरम्बस्कन्दपुरुजः षोडशैताननामानि यः पठेत् शृणुयादपि विद्यारम्भे विवाहे च प्रवेशे निर्गमेऽर्था सङ्ग्रामे सर्वकार्येषु विघ्नस्तस्य न जायते. नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते स्तुलम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः. तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्. तव पादारं दियोः वेदोक्त सुवर्ण दिव्य मंत्र पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि. Offer in front of the Ganesha. Do namaskaram to the Ganesha. Atma pradakshina namaskaran samarpayami. Again keep offering akshatas on Ganesha. Chitramachhadayami. Jamarena vijayami. Nrutyam drashayami. Geetam payami. Vajyangoshami. राजोपचार देवोपचार भक्त्योपचार मंत्रोपचार शास्त्रोपचार पूजा समर्पयामि से स्मृत्या जनामोक्त्या पूजा क्रियादिषु न्यूनं सम्पूर्ण धान्याति सद्यो वन्दे नमच्युतं मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनो गणाधिपा यत्पूजितं ह्यदेव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु तेन या ध्यानावाहना षोडशोपचार पूजा च भगवान् आत्मकः सर्वं महागणाधिपति देवता च प्रीता च प्रसन्ना वरदा भवतु अगेन टेक some अक्षता along with the water in front of the Ganesha little bit water महागणाधिपति प्रसाद सिद्धिरस्तु in front of the Ganesha and offer on your head to kids and your spouse also. महागणाधिपति प्रसाद सिद्धिरस्तु apply the sandalwood powder to that kalasham and put some kumkuma also. There is a kalasham picture is there in the middle of the chart. Put that kalasham there. Take one turmeric root, dry date, betel nut, coin, petal or flower. ओम मा सत्येन सा वर्तमानो निवेशेन्नमृतं मृत्युञ्जारण्येन सवितार्थेन देवो यादे भुवनानि पश्यन्नो अग्निं दोतं वृणीम हेहोदारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुकृतं कद्रुद्राय प्रचेदसे मेधिष्ठमाय दव्यसे वोचे मशं तमको हृदे अधिदेवता प्रत्ययदेवता सहित सूर्यग्रह देवता मावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. There is a Surya collection. Again take it. आप्यायस्व समेदुते विश्वतस्वम वृष्टियं भवावाजस्य संगथे अप्सु मे सोमो ब्रवीदन्तर्विश्वान् भेषजा अग्निञ्च विश्वशम्भुवमापश्च विश्वभेषजीः गौरीमिमाय सलिलानतक्षत्येकपदी द्विपदी सारिष्पदी अष्टापदी नवपदी बभूषी सहस्रा अक्षरा भ्रमे व्योमन् अधिदेवता प्रत्यदेवता सहित चंद्रग्रह देवता मावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. चंद्र इन द कॉर्नर. अग्निर्मूर्धादिवक्कृत्पतिः पृथिव्या यं पागोरे दागं दुजन्मति योनावृति भवानुक्षरा निवेशनी यच्छानश्रम सप्रथा आह क्षेत्रस्य पतना वैकुंठेन वजामसि कामस्वं बोधयित्वा तनोमडादीदृशे अधिदेवता प्रत्यदेवता सहित अंगारग्रह देवता मावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. कुज ऑरेंज. उद्बुद्ध्य स्वाग्ने प्रतिजागुह्य नमिष्टा भूर्ते इंचापनः कुन्वग्स्त्वापतन्युवान् उन्बादाकं सहित्वैदन्तुमेतौ इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधानते पदं समो नमस्य पाकं तुरे सहस्रशीरुषा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रवात् सभूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यदष्टदशाङ्गुलौ अधिदेवता प्रत्यदेवता सहित बोधग्रह देवता मावाहयामि स्थापयामि. बुध. ओम बृहस्पति यदि दर्योरः आद्यमद्विभाति कृतमज्जनेषु यद्देदे यच्छवत्त प्रजातदस्मात् द्रविणं देहि चित्रं ब्रह्मज्ञानं प्रथमं या उपमासविष्टः सदष्टयो निमसदष्ट विवाह अधिदेवता प्रत्यदेवता सहित बृहस्पतिग्रहदेवतामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि शुक्रं ते अन्यद्य जतं ते अन्यद्विषरूपेह नेद्योरिवासे विश्वाहि मायावृष्पदावो भद्रादे भूषण्यराद्रस्तो इंद्राणी मासनार्धपत्नी महमश्रवणनक्षस्या परञ्जन जलसामरते पतिः इंद्रमर्ते हपाहि सोमं मिथाचार्याते पपस्सदस्यादवप्रणीदितवशोरथन्मन्नायुवासन्ति कवयस्य यज्ञाः अधिदेवता प्रत्ययदेवताशेत शुक्रग्रहदेवतामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि शुक्र on top of the collection ओम भिस्करस्तौत सूर्यः संवादो वात्परपा अपश्यतः यमाय सोमकं तनुतवायुतावियमकोह यज्ञगच्छत्यग्निदूतोरङ्कृतः प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातान प्रजा बभूव इत्कामास्ते जोमस्तन्नोस्तवैगुस्यामपतयोरयीनाम् अधिदेवता प्रत्ययदेवता सहित शुक्रग्रहदेवतामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि शनि ोति सुधावृतस्सकाकयादिष्टया क्रमेण पुनः पितरं च प्रियन्सुवः नमोऽस्तु सर्पेभ्यो ये के च पृथ्वी मनो ये अन्तरिक्षे दिविदेभ्यः सर्पेभ्यो नमः अधिदेवता प्रत्ययदेवता सहित राहुग्रहदेवतामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि राहु केतं गुन्मन्न केतवेनो मर्यापेशसे समषद्विरजा यथाः सचित्रचित्रं तियं तमस्मे चित्रक्षत्रचित्रतमं योधा बृहं तञ्चन्द्रचन्द्राभिर्गणते युवस्वा अधिदेवता प्रत्ययदेवता केतुगणदेवतामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि केतु ओं गणानां त्वा गणपतिं भवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादरं गणपतिं साङ्गं सायुधं तवाहरं शक्तिपत्नीपुत्रवार्तमेतो गणपतिं लोकपालकमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि in front of Ganesha. ओम इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधानते पदं समूढमस्य पाकं सुरे महाविष्णुं लोकपालकमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि विष्णु picture is there on top of Ganesha. रुद्राय प्रचेदसे मेधुष्टमाय दव्यसे वोचे मशंतमको हृदे रुद्रं लोकपालकमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि शिव सावर्तमानो निवेशेन्नमृतं मृत्युञ्चारण्येन्द्रवितार्थेन देवो यादि भुवनानि पश्यन् सूर्यं लोकपालकमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि जातवेदसे सनुवाम सममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः सनः परोशरति दुर्गान् विश्वानावेव सन्धन्दुरितात्यग्निः दुर्गान् लोकपालिकामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि ओम इंद्रं वो विश्वरसर्वामहे जनेभ्यः अस्माकमस्तु केवलः प्राग्दिग्भागे इंद्रमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि on the top of the chart there is a Indra is अग्निन्दोदम्रणीमहे होतारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुकृतो आग्नेयकोणाधीशम् अग्निमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि अग्नि in the corner यमाय सोमको सुनुते यमायूता वियमकोह यज्ञो गच्छत् यज्ञदूतो अरङ्कृतः दक्षिणदिग्भागे यममावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि यम मोषणः परा अपरा निरुतिर्दर्हणा अवदीत्पदेष्टतृष्णया सह निरुतिदिग्भागे निरुतिमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि निरुति इमं मे वरुणश्रुतियो मध्यारम्भयात्मा पाचके वरुणमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि वरुण तव वायव्रतस्पते त्वष्टुर्जामाद्रद्भुता वांस्यावृणीमहे वायव्यदिग्भागे वायुमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि in front of the Ganesha. सोमो धेनुकुं सोमोर्वन्तमाचकुं सोमो वीरङ्करमण्यं ददातु साधन्यं विदक्षको सभेयं विदुषणुयोदासमस्मै उत्तरदिग्भागे कुबेरमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि कुबेर ओम तमीशानं जगतस्तस्तु यस्पतिमोधीन्यन्वंसे होमये वयं पूषाणो यथा वेद सामसद्वृद्धे रक्षदा पारुद्भस्पस्तये ईशान्यदिग्भागे ईशानमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि ईशान ऊर्ध्वभूषणभूत यतिष्ठा देवो न सविता ऊर्ध्ववाजस्य सन्तान्यविर्वागद्भिर्ह्वयामहे ऊर्ध्वपुरुषमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि there is a up arrow is there योनावृति भवानक्षणा निवेशनी यच्छानश्रम सप्रथाः अथो दिग्भागे पृथिवीमावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि डाउन एरो ओम इदं विष्णुचक्रमे त्रैधानते पदं समूढमस्य पाकं सुरे सक्तुमिवतितवनापनं तोयत्रधीरामनसावाजमक्रता त्रासखा आय सख्यान् जानते भद्रैषान् लक्ष्मीर्निहितादिवाची साङ्गं सायुधं सवाहनं सशक्तिपत्नी पुत्रपरिवार समेत साङ्गतपरिवार समेत रमासहित सत्यनारायण स्वामी देवतामावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि flower, hold that flower on top of kalasham. Asuni devron asmachik shapana pranamehana ode bhogam jokpasyam suryamcharam tavano devnaya anaspusti amritam vai pranamritamapa prananevetha sthanapakvaite swamin sarvajagannath yavat pujavasanakam tavat tvam vidi bhavena bimbesmin sannidhim kuru. Keep offering akshatas on the kalasham. Sthiro bhava varado bhava samukho bhava prasanno bhava sthirasanam kuru tataha dhyanam. Flowers or akshatas or petals. Om Shantakaram Bhujagadeenam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwakaram Gaganasadrusham Mekavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamaranayanam Yogi Hridhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokekanatham Dhyayet Satyagunatitam Gunatraya Samanyutam Lokanatham Triloke Shankostubhabaranam Marim Neelambaram Neelavarnam Srivatsavadabhujitam Govindam Gokulanam Dam Brahmadye Ravipujitam सांगत परिवार समेत रमासहित सत्यनारायण स्वामी नमः ध्यायामि ऑफर इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कलशम आवाहयामि नवरत्नकजितेम सिंहासनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि कीप स्प्रिंकलिंग द वाटर ऑन द कलशम पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि मुखे शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि औपचारिक स्नानं समर्पयामि आपोहिष्ठामयभुवस्तान ऊर्जे दधातना महेरणा यक्षसे यौवश्यवतमोरतस्तस्य भाजे तेनः विशतीरिव मातरः तस्मारङ्गमाम भोजस्य क्षयाय जन्मथा आपो जनयथा जनः शुद्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि स्नानानन्तरं शुद्धाचमनीयं समर्पयामि. Again take some flowers or akshatas. अभिवस्त्र आचमस्नान्यर्षाभिदेनो सुदुगाः पूजमानः अभिचन्द्रा भर्तवेनो हरण्याभिष्मान्नथनो देवसोमा सांगत परिवार समेत रमासहित सत्यनारायण स्वामी नमः वस्त्रार्थं पुष्पाक्षतान् समर्पयामि. यज्ञोपवीतं परमं पवित्रं प्रजापतेरत्साजं प्रस्तादौ आयुष्यमग्रियं व्रतं च सुब्रह्मण्यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेजः सांगत परिवार समेत रमादय सत्यनारायण स्वामिने नमः यज्ञोपवीतार्थं पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि take one flower along with the sand गन्धद्वारां पुष्टाङ्गरेषिणीमीश्वरीकुं सर्वभूतानां तामिह पक्वयेष्टियौ सांगत परिवार समेत रमादय सत्यनारायण स्वामिने नमः दिव्य श्री परिमल गंधम समर्पयामि आजने दे ब्राजने दुर्वारोहन्तु पुष्पणि राष्ट्रपुंडरीकाण समुद्रस्य गृहाय मे अलंकरणार्थं पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि offer in front of the kalasham keep offering the flowers or petals akshatas while you are offering narayanaaya namah ओम केशवाय नमः पादौ पूजयामि गोविंदाय नमः गुल्फौ पूजयामि इंदिराय नमः जंघे पूजयामि अनघाय नमः जारुणी पूजयामि जनार्दनस्रवस्य नमः पूजयामि वक्षस्थल भुवनाय नमः भद्रं पूजयामि लक्ष्मी वक्षस्थलाय नमः वक्षस्थलं पूजयामि शंखचक्र गदापाणये नमः बाहून् पूजयामि कंबुकंठाय नमः कंठं पूजयामि पूर्णेन्द्रनिभवक्त्राय नमः वक्त्रं पूजयामि नासाग्रमुक्तगाय नमः नासिकां पूजयामि सूर्यचन्द्राग्निधारणे नमः नेत्रे पूजयामि सहस्रशिरसे नमः शिरः पूजयामि सत्यनारायण स्वामिने नमः सर्वाण्यङ्गानि पूजयामि ओम नारायणाय नमः ओम नराय नमः ओम शौर्ये नमः ओम चक्रपाणये नमः ओम जनार्दनाय नमः ओम वामनाय नमः ओम ज्ञानपञ्जराय नमः ओम श्रीवत्से नमः ओम सर्वेश्वराय नमः ओम गोपालाय नमः ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः ओम गोपीश्वराय नमः ओम परञ्ज्योतिषे नमः ओम वैकुण्ठपतये नमः अव्ययाय नमः ओम सुधातनवे नमः ओम यादवेन्द्राय नमः ओम नित्य यौवनरोपते नमः ओम चतुर्वेदात्मकाय नमः ओम विष्णवे नमः ओम पद्मिनी प्रियाय नमः ओम धरपतये नमः ओम स्वरपतये नमः ओम निर्मलाय नमः ओम देवपूजिताय नमः चतुर्भुजाय नमः ओम चक्रधराय नमः ओम त्रिधाम्ने नमः ओम त्रिगुणाश्रयाय नमः ओम निर्विकल्पाय नमः निरातङ्काय नमः निरञ्जनाय नमः निराभासाय नमः नित्यतृप्ताय नमः निरुपद्रमाय नमः निर्गुणाय नमः गदाधराय नमः शाङ्गपाणय नमः नन्दकने नमः चक्रधराय नमः एकात्मने नमः ओम दीनबन्धवे नमः आर्तलोकभिप्रदाय नमः आकाशनाय नमः योगिहृत्पद्मनाय नमः दामोदराय नमः ओम शिंचुमाराय नमः जटामकुटशोभिताय नमः नीलमेघस्याम्बते नमः बिल्वदार्थप्रियाय नमः जगद्व्यापने नमः जगत्कर्त्रे नमः चिन्तितार्थप्रदाय नमः जिष्णवे नमः दशरूपपते नमः ओम देवकीनन्दराय नमः शौर्याय नमः जनार्दनाय नमः ओम कन्याश्रवणदारतेन्द्राय नमः पीताम्बरधराय नमः अनघारणे नमः पद्मनाभाय नमः पुष्पारुत्सुकाय नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय नमः जगत्मङ्गलकाराय नमः यज्ञभोत्रे नमः जन्मयाय नमः परमेश्वराय नमः ओम परमार्थप्रदाय नमः दौर्दण्डविक्राय नमः परात्पराय नमः जगदीश्वराय नमः ओम सांगत परिवार समेत रमा सहित सत्यनारायण स्वामिने नमः नानाविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाक्षतान् ओम विद्याय नमः ओम सर्वभूतप्रदाय नमः ओम श्रद्धाय नमः ओम सर्वभ्ये नमः परमात्मिकाय नमः
Amma, ladies take the kumkum and keep
पद्माय
doing the
नमः ओम
archana with
सुतये नमः
kumkum.
ओम स्वाहाय
red
नमः
powder.
ओम स्वधाय नमः ओम सुधाय नमः ओम धन्याय नमः
Do
ओम मये
keep
नमः
start
लक्ष्म्ये
doing the
नमः ओम
Lakshmi Archana, Kunkuma.
नित्यपुष्टाय नमः ओम विभावर्ये नमः आदित्ये नमः आदित्ये नमः दीप्ताय नमः वसुधाय नमः वसुधारण्ये नमः कमलाय नमः कान्ताय नमः कामाक्ष्ये नमः क्रोधसंभवाय नमः अनुग्रहपराय नमः अर्धये नमः अनघाय नमः हरिवल्लभाय नमः शोकाय नमः अमृताय नमः दीप्ताय नमः लोकशोकविनाशिन्ये नमः धर्मनिलयाय नमः करुणाय नमः लोकमात्रे नमः पद्मप्रियाय नमः पद्महस्ताय नमः पद्माक्षये नमः पद्मसुन्दराय नमः पद्मोद्भवाय नमः पद्ममुख्ये नमः पद्मनाभप्रियाय नमः रमाय नमः पद्ममालाधराय नमः देव्ये नमः पद्मिन्ये नमः पद्मगन्धिन्ये नमः पुण्यगन्धाय नमः सुप्रसन्नाय नमः प्रसादाभिमुख्ये नमः प्रभाय नमः चित्रवदनाय नमः चन्द्राय नमः चन्द्रसहोदर्ये नमः चतुर्भुजाय नमः चंद्ररूपाय नमः इंद्राय नमः इंदुचेतनाय नमः आह्लादन्ये नमः पुष्ट्ये नमः शिवाय नमः शंकर्ये नमः सत्ये नमः विमलाय नमः विश्वजनन्ये नमः तुष्ट्ये नमः दारिद्र्यनाशिन्ये नमः प्रीतिपुष्करण्ये नमः शान्ताय नमः शुक्लमाल्याम्बराय नमः श्रिये नमः भास्कर्ये नमः बिल्वनिलयाय नमः वरारोहाय नमः यशस्विन्ये नमः वसुन्धराय नमः उदाराङ्गाय नमः अरण्ये नमः माल्ये नमः धनधान्यकर्त्ये नमः सिद्धये नमः स्त्रेणसौम्याय नमः शुभप्रदाय नमः नृपवेशकतानन्दाय नमः वरलक्ष्म्ये नमः वसुप्रदाय शुभाय नमः हिरण्यप्रकाराय नमः समुद्रतनयाय नमः जयाय नमः मंगलादेव्ये नमः विष्णुवक्षस्थलस्थिताय नमः विष्णुपत्ये नमः प्रसन्नाख्ये नमः नारायणतमाश्रिताय नमः दारिद्र्योद्धुञ्चिन्ये नमः देव्ये नमः सर्वोपद्रववारण्ये नमः नवदुर्गा नमः महाकाल्ये नमः ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मकाय नमः त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नाय नमः भुवनेश्वर्ये नमः सांगत परिवार समेत रमा सहित सत्यनारायण स्वामिने नमः नानाविध पत्र पुष्प अक्षतान् समर्पयामि धूपम्
To that dhupam, what Panditji is doing over there.
take out 2 fruits and apples or bananas or oranges, anything. Put aside those 2 fruits, not in front of the collection.
ఆ ప్రసాదం కూడా ఇచ్చేసే బౌల్లో పెట్టి ఒక్కడికి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసే కొద్దిగా. So, all the fruits what you brought, keep it only 4 fruits aside. Rest of the fruits you can offer. Keep it next to the mandapam, right side. Carpet మీద కాదు, మండపం మీద పెట్టండి. Don't keep it on the carpet. Keep it on the mandapam, on the all the side, on the mandapam. All around the mandapam, wherever the empty space, you can keep the fruits. Nicely. Yeah, strawberries అలా దాంతోనే వదిలేసేయండి, పర్వాలేదు. అండ్ అమ్మ ఒక్కొక్కటి అలా పాస్ చేయండి. ద ప్రసాద్ ఈస్ కమింగ్. ఓకే, కమ్ యు గైస్, యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఆర్, అమ్మ వాళ్ళ చేతులు ఎలా ఉన్నాయో తెలియదమ్మా, మీరు ఇలాగ పాస్ చేసేయండి ఒకటి. జస్ట్ పాస్ ఇట్ టు ద లాస్ట్ వన్ అమ్మ ఫస్ట్, అండ్ ద సెకండ్ వన్, అండ్ దెన్ గివ్ ఇట్ మీ వన్ హియర్. వాళ్ళకి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసేయండి. ఇంకోటి ఇక్కడ ఇంకోటి కీప్ ఇట్ దేర్ ప్రసాదం. Keep the prasad there. वहाँ रखे है ना, आ गया एक्स्ट्रा आया, इट्स ओके, एक्स्ट्रा आया तो और दूसरा रख दो, कोई नहीं. Sprinkle water.
Om Rokshiyabarikakshamdarikakshaय Namaha Sangada Parivartame Dharmata Yatinarayana Swamine Namaha Siddhaskalo Kalpokta Prasadam Nivedayami Amruta Phalani Nivedayami. Om Prana Iswaha show to the God. Om Pranatmane Namaha, Om Panatmane Namaha, Om Yanatmane Namaha, Om Danatmane Namaha, Om Samanatmane Namaha, Om Brahmatmane Namaha, Om Madhye Madhye Paniyam Samarpayami, Hasto Vrakshalayami, Pada Vrakshalayami, Suddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Parvatipataye Hara Mahadeva. Again take some or petals. Om Narayanaja Vitmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Vishnu Patteja Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Yo Vedado Swara Prokto Vedante Pratishtitaha Tasya Prakrutulinasya Yah Parasya Maheshwaraha. Sangada Parivartame Dharmata Yatinarayana Swamine Namaha. Padram Diyoha Vedokta Suvarna Divya Mantra Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. Do the Namaskaram. Atma Pradakshana Namaskaran Samarpayami. Keep offering akshatas. Chitramachadayami, Jamarena Vichayami, Nrutyam Drishayami, Geetam Shravayami, Vajjam Ghoshayami, Samastarajobhajara, Devobhajara, Bhaktiobhajara, Mantrobhajara, Shastrobhajara Puja Samarpayami. Take the fruits. You kept the side fruits, not the offered one, unoffered one. Hold in your hands unoffered fruits, both of them. No, one fruit, give it to her. Yeah, repeat. Amogham Pundarikaksham Narasimham Daityasudanam Hrishikesham Jagannatham Vagisham Varadayakam Sagunancha Gunatitam Govindam Garudadhvajam Janardhanam Jananandam Janaki Vallabham Harim Pranamami Sada Bhaktya Narayanam Ajam Param Durgame Vishame Ghore Shatruna Parapidite Vistarayatu Sarveshu तथा निष्ठ भयेषु च नामानि एतानि संकीर्त्य फलम् ईप्सित आप्नुयात् सत्यनारायणं देवं वन्देहं कामदं प्रभुं लीलया विततं विश्वं येन तस्मै नमो नमः। इदं फलं मया देव स्थापितं पुरतः तव तेन मे सफल वाप्तिः भवेद् जन्मनि जन्मनि। Do namaskaram to the Satyanarayana Swami. Tell your all the wishes to the Swami and put that fruits in front of the kalasham. Otherwise, side a kalasham. Offering akshatas chitramaachadayami chamarena vijayami nrityam darshayami geetam shravayami vajjangoshayami samastarajopajara devopajara bhaktiyopajara mantropajara shastropajara puja samarpayami yasya smurtyajana moktya tapa puja kriya rijonyonan sampurna danyati sadyo vande tamuchitam mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardana itpujitam yadeva paripurnam tadasate. Take some akshatas and water. सांगत परिवार समेत सत्यनारायण स्वामी देवता प्रीता प्रसन्ना वरदा भवतु। Hold some akshatas in your hand. Now the story is starting.
ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शरदिन्दु विकास मन्दहासान् स्फुरदिन्दीवरलोचनाभिरामाम् अरविन्द समान सुन्दरास्याम् अरविन्दासन सुन्दरीमुपासे। ओम शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। एकदा नैमिषारण्ये ऋषयः शौनकादयः प्रपृच्छुर्मुनयः सर्वे सूतं पौराणिकं खलु। व्रतेन तपसा किं वा प्राप्यते वाञ्छितं फलं तत्सर्वं श्रोतुमिच्छामः कथयस्व महामुने। एकदा नारदा योगी परानुग्रहकाङ्क्षया पर्यटन् विविधान् लोकान् मर्त्यलोकमुपागतः। The story of Lord Satyanarayana is in 5 chapters. The 5 chapters that describes about the importance of this puja, how to do this puja, and when to do this puja, and what are the benefits by doing this puja, and how we should apply the application of Satyanarayana puja into our lives. That is the whole information given in these 5 chapters. You might heard this story again and again. How many of you heard this story before? Everyone? Vinnarama? So everyone knows the story, right? So I'm not going to give you any new story. right? So, but do we need to have the story again? Why? Why can't you say, oh, Panditji, same story again and again, we are getting bored? Somewhere this question is within you. You may hesitate to ask me that question, but somewhere you might got this question in mind. Same story. Why do we need to listen again and again? మీరు అడగకపోయినా మనసులో ఎక్కడో ఈ భావన ఉంది అందరికీ ఎప్పుడో అప్పుడు వచ్చి ఉంటుంది ఈ భావన. అవునా కాదా? ఆలోచించండి. రాలేదన్న వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి? అందరికీ వచ్చి ఉంటుంది. మనం రోజు భోజనం చేస్తున్నాం. ఎందుకు రోజు చేయటం? అదే కూర, అదే పప్పు. సేమ్ థింగ్ వీ ఈట్ ఎవ్రీ డే. సేమ్ దాల్, సేమ్ సబ్జీ, సేమ్ రైస్, సేమ్ రోటీ. But do we eat, right? Kids, this is the time you guys come here. Listen the story. Come on. And I request all kids, please listen carefully the story. Okay? Do not play. Pay attention here. Every kid, it's a request. Please come here. So, the story of the Satyanarayana is based on the Skanda Purana Reva Khanda. The story comes from Ekada Naimisharanye Rushayashavanakadayaha. The Sanskrit text is saying, once upon a time, in the Naimisharanya, all the saints and sages were having a meeting and they asked their teacher, is there anything, something good we can talk? Can you please teach us? So the teacher, Suta, the teacher's name is Suta. He started narrating the story of Lord Satyanarayana. And what he started is, Ekada Narada Yogi Paranugraha Kankshaya. Once upon a time, Narada, Yogi Narada, wishing well to all the society and community, he was traveling everywhere and he came to the Bhuloka. What is the Bhuloka? Kids, you ever heard the name Bhuloka? Good. I know you did not. Bhuloka is the earth. Planet Earth. Okay? So he came to planet Earth and he saw on the planet Earth who lives. Okay? So human, right? Plants and animals. And among animals, plants and people, who are unhappy? People. Humans are unhappy. Not plants are happy all the time. Right? Animals are happy too. Only humans are unhappy. Why they are unhappy? Because they do things in life the way they're supposed to do, they don't do. They always go around the way to find shortcuts in life. So kids, listen, don't find shortcuts to get success in life. All right? Work hard and do mistakes. You have to keep doing mistakes to learn new. But don't do the same mistake again and again. You understand? You should do the mistakes in life to learn, but don't do the same mistakes. If you do the same mistakes, then what it's called? If you do the mistake by not knowingly, unknowingly if you do the mistake, it's called ignorance. If you do the mistake, even when kids or adults, if we do mistakes in our life by unknowingly, it's called ignorance. But if you do the same mistake again and again, that's called arrogance. Ignorance can be tolerated, but arrogance cannot. Whatever I'm speaking today in the story, I'm speaking with the same old story with the new dimensions, with a new way of looking at the story. Try to understand this story, how I said Satyanarayana Puja is an application. You need to apply that application to human life to make ourselves happy and peaceful and prosperous. So, Satyanarayana, Narada came to the planet Earth and he saw every human is unhappy. Why they are unhappy? Wealthy is unhappy. Not wealthy, he is also unhappy. Married, he is unhappy. Unmarried, he is unhappy. Students, unhappy. Like everyone is unhappy in their life. Why? Because their expectations are higher than acceptance in life. The biggest problem for human is we expect too much and accept little. As a kids, as a students, you all should understand to accept things in life, whatever it comes. And then work for it, what you want to reach to your goal. Fulfill your dreams and get success. There is nothing impossible in our life. Is anybody can say is highly impossible? Do you believe nothing is impossible? Is it impossible things you have to do? You can do it, right? Impossible, I am possible is there. If you decode the impossible. If somebody, your teachers, your parents asks you to do something, usually what you do, sometimes you may give an answer, I can do, right? Did you ever given that answer to your parents, I can do? Yes or no? Sometimes, right? Instead of say, I can do, think, why can't I do? Always challenge yourself and you can do it. That is what Satyanarayana Puja is all about. And Satyanarayana, what is the meaning of Satyanarayana? Satya is the truth. Speaking truth in life always makes you successful human. And no guilty. When you speak truth all the time, no guilty. Sometimes you may have to speak untruth also. But instead of speaking untruth, speak the truth with sweetness. Satyam brojat, priyam brojat, na brojat, satyam apriyam. The Vedic saying is teaching us, even though sometimes you may not like to speak the truth, but still speak the truth. Don't speak untruth. Speak the truth, but sweetly. So other person cannot get offended. So Narada, when he came to the earth and he saw everyone is in the problem, he went to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is another planet where Lord Vishnu's residence is. Vaikuntha is the residence of who? Lord Vishnu. And who is Lord Vishnu? Please speak. Speak up. Narayana. And who is Narayana? What is his job? Krishna is also Narayana. What is his job? His job is preserving. What does he preserve? He preserves this universe. And who creates this universe? Brahma. And who destroys the universe? Shiva. At least these three fundamentals you all should know as a Hindu. Creator, preserver, and destroyer. And all these three forms in one form is Satyanarayana. Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. Satchidananda Swarupa is Lord Satyanarayana Bhagavan. And whenever you worship this Lord Satyanarayana Bhagavan, many times in our families we do worship because either to thank to God or whatever in your mind to fulfill desires. You ask the Lord to, okay, I will perform this puja. And without anything also you can perform this puja too. Just to thanks to God. Why do we need to thanks to God? What are the magic words in America? Please. Stop. Stop is not a magic word. Please. Thank you. Sorry. These are the magic words in America. Okay? So, when God, if you want the God's intervention in your life, you always thanks to God. And how you going to thanks to God? But not saying thanks. He is God. So you come to temple, bow down. Whenever you come inside the temple, first thing you come and bow down to the God. And then try to talk to God. God will listen to you? Will He? That's a good answer. What about you guys? Even our adults also, elders also, we think, oh, that is a deity. How can He listen? God listens to us. Prayer has the power. Only thing is, you need to reach to that level of consciousness to communicate with the God. That is the reason whenever you come into temple, come with peaceful of mind. And look into the eyes of God and communicate. Talk. Interact. Speak to Him what you want in life. And He will listen to you. Definitely. Trust me, He will listen to you. So Narada, when asked the question to Lord Vishnu, Narayana, he said, there is a puja, the puja's form is called Satyanarayana Bhagavan. Whoever perform this puja, they will be blessed with the prosperity and peace and happiness in their life. So Yogi Narada asked, what is the procedure of this puja? How to perform this puja? When to perform this puja? So Lord answered, when you think of this puja, either at home or at temple, join the Samuhika pujas, or at home, individual exclude puja for yourself only. Get all the ingredients, whatever prescribed by the priest, and get according to your ability. If you have a ability to buy 12 fruits, don't buy 3. That is what I mean when I say ability. Shraddha, Bhakti, Shakti. We all need to understand one thing is whatever we have in our life because of the God's intervention. Bhagavantudu dayalenidi manamemi sadhinchalemu. Without the Bhagavan's presence in our life, we can't achieve anything. If you think, hello, what's your name, sir? Yes. Jay, can you come and sit here, please? I know you are Jay, but come sit, please. Thank you. Okay? Listen. In the school, if your teacher teaching something, can you move like that? No, right? So sit down. Just listen. You will definitely like the story. Okay? Listen and ask the questions if you have. And then definitely you will get some new things, new insights of this story today. So Satyanarayana Puja, whenever you perform, Lord Narada asked how to perform this puja. So we give you the list of things what to bring yesterday in the message. And I don't know how many of you saw the message, but if you see, thank you. Many people does not see message when message comes from the temple, because they all have a concept when message comes from the temple, they ask for the donation. But not all the time. Just think of, whenever do you get a message from the temple, please open that email, open the WhatsApp and read it. And you got the message, you got all the things today, and you are here today, and we did the puja. As in the sheet in front of you, it's called mandapa. In that mandapa, you have seen all the 9 planets decoded with the different colors. And then east, west, north, south, all corners, all the directions, up and down arrows. We invited each mantra as priest was doing the puja, and he asking you to offer that, right? invited all the gods and goddesses, and we perform the puja with 108 names. Yes, please. You can see the earth. Definitely over there you can see down, it's a down arrow in the sheet. There is a down arrow. And how many directions we have, kids? Yeah, adults, how many directions we have? 8 directions for the world. But here we are doing the puja for the universal God, not the world God. How many directions for the universe? 10. How many worlds are in this universe? Not billion, come on. 14 worlds are in this universe. 14 planets, the worlds, or you can call planets, or you can call planes. We are in the earth. Under the earth, six are there. Above the earth, 7 are there. Total 14. If you really wants to know what are the 14 and how you can see, ask your parents to show you the TV serial called Bhagavatam. And please give this story when Lord Krishna, teach them to your kids. Lord Krishna, when he opens his mouth, what did his mother Yashoda saw? The whole Brahmand. And what is the Brahmand? How many worlds together Brahmand? 14 worlds. I can give you the names now, but you may not remember. Ata, Lavita, Lasuta, Latalata, Larasata, Lamahata, Lapatala, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, Satyalokanam. These are the names of the worlds. And what are the names of the planets? Yes, go ahead, please. Don't hesitate. See, this is a satsang. Puja part is over. I know you might thinking how long this katha will go. Again, trust me. Be patient. Listen. You will enjoy it. How many planets are we have? 9 planets. Can you name it? Yeah, tell me, please. Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Earth, Neptune, okay, we call Rahu, Pluto, we call Ketu, Mars, Saturn. What about Moon? Moon is not a planet, right? Is it a planet or star? See, that is the education. The study what you are gaining in the schools, they don't teach you moon as a planet. Moon as a star they teach you, and you should learn. That is the study. But the wisdom today you are learning, the wisdom is moon is a planet. According to the astrology. And what is the astrology? Astrology is a science of planets. And we all believe in astronomy, but we don't believe in astrology. But astronomy comes from astrology. And all the scientists, what their job is, what is the scientist's job? Okay, there is a name, right? What do they call their job? Research, right? Research? Yes or no? Research, not search. They are not doing search. They are researching. And search has been done in our Vedic times, in the Vedic sciences. The Vedic science teaching us moon is a planet. But later on, NASA came and they says moon is not a planet. That's okay. NASA, you should listen to NASA. But NASA is only less than 100 years old. But our Vedic sciences are more than 5,000 years old. So NASA nowadays, they're using our Vedic sciences to study the space. All right? So ఈవెన్ మన పెద్దవాళ్ళకు కూడా చాలామందికి ఈ విషయాలు తెలియవండి. మనం అందరం కూడా ఏమనుకుంటామంటే ఏదో గ్రహాలు నా బాగుంటాయి, లేదా శనిగారు వస్తే బాగుండదు అంటే మనం అందరం కూడా వీ ఆల్ డూ పూజాస్ బై గాడ్ ఫీరింగ్. Do the puja with God loving and apply the every puja application in a scientific way, and you will feel the energy and you will see the results. Puja is not just a puja, something you worship. Puja is something, a scientific approach. You create the energy. Whenever you see Abhishekam in the temple, Abhishekam is also creates the energy. When you offer the water, milk, certain things on the deity or Shivalingam, it creates a hydraulic energy. From there it becomes a kinetic energy. That kinetic energy becomes a cosmic energy. Here what I'm talking to you is all is quantum physics. If you know, is it really quantum physics can we find in Hindu religion? Yes. But we don't have time to spend that much. We want puja to be finished in 1 hour. We want finish the Vedic marriage, the wedding ceremony, we want finish in 40 minutes. They won't give 40 minutes also fully for the priest to perform the wedding, but they give 6 hours for DJ. So unfortunate. As a kids, you all please give importance to your religion and your culture and be proud to say you are a Hindu. Sorry? No, Hindu is not a language. All right? Hindi is a language. And if you want to learn Hindi, yes, if you show your interest, I will teach you in the temple. All right? But jokes apart, the importance of this puja is when you want something and sit in front of the God and perform the puja, God will fulfill your desires. So Yogi Narada asked Lord Vishnu, so is there anybody who performed this puja in the past and got any benefits? Because he asked the question to Lord Narayana, because in the human, in the earth, planet earth, they won't do things until they see the benefits. And our life is, nowadays, everything is reviews life. You want to go to temple, open Yelp and see reviews. You want to go to restaurant, open Yelp, see the reviews. 99% human does this. Which temple is doing good? Which temple rating is good? Sometimes they check what temple is cooking today, what food. What is the menu today in the temple? Nothing wrong, do all those. But go with devotion, with dedication. Devotion and dedication. Devotion is, your surrenderness is the devotion. And dedication is something you really want to do from your heart. Not because of your parents said so. You understand? So, Narada, when he talked about the one woodcutter and Brahmin priest who performed this puja and they were benefited and they were happy. So, as the story says, the old Brahmin priest, knowledgeable Brahmin priest who performed this puja, and then from then onwards he was so happy and prosperous. And the woodcutter also who performed this puja, and he became a big wood trader. So that is the, by doing this puja, you will get peace and prosperity and happiness in your life. That is the reason we recommend you to do this puja every month if you can. At home, you may have to do this puja, you invite people, get ready for the food and all those. All this very simple, just come to temple, join here and do that. And so you get benefit. बेटा वहाँ किसका पैर वहाँ लगा है सामने? Thank you. पैर को मोड़ के रखो. So, the third chapter begins here with the one businessman. One businessman, he went to do the business and he saw a king of the kingdom was doing puja at the river bank, and he saw the puja, and at the end of the puja, he asked the king, what is this puja? You all know that story. And king answered, I know you don't know, but your parents know. Okay? So, after today, you will also know. So the businessman asked the king, and king answered, I'm doing this puja. The Lord is called Satyanarayana Bhagavan. I'm seeking the children, and I'm doing this puja. Do we get children by doing this puja? By blessings of the Lord, all blocks will be removed, and we will be blessed with the children, no matter what it is. With the prayers, sometimes medically they said you cannot have the kids, but after some prayers, we can able to remove the blockages, and then, of course, it has to be done scientifically, whatever needs to be done. But prayer has the power. So the king did the puja and he asked the blessings of the Lord. But the businessman's character, he won't do anything until he get it. Businessman's character, until he receives something, he won't give to others. So he said to Lord, if you bless me with the child, I will do this puja for you. Like he is doing a favor to the God. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఆలోచించాల్సింది ఏంటి అంటే భగవంతుడికి మనం పూజ చేస్తున్నామంటే వీఆర్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ ఎ ఫేవర్ టు గాడ్ బై డూయింగ్ ద పూజ. God never asked us to do this puja. God is just witnessing what you are doing, what you are saying. And God tells us, don't promise something whether you don't know whether you can fulfill or not. And this businessman promised to do this puja, and he did not do the puja because he postponed the puja. First mistake, he promised. Second mistake, he did not fulfill his promise, and he postponed that promise to certain some years later. That is the what story is. मैं कोई नया स्टोरी बता नहीं रहा हूँ, सब लोगों को पता ही है ये स्टोरी, राइट? इन्होंने जब बिजनेसमैन ने he postponed this puja, then God got upset with him and then he punished him. Again, some of the stories you may read in English, God cursed this businessman. God never curses, God punishes. Like parents never curse their kids, their children. Parents punishes their children. Your parents are punishing you. Listen, kids. Your parents are punishing you. That means they love you so much. That is the reason they are punishing you. They don't punish neighbors' kids. They punishes you because they want your success in your life. You need to understand that. Because no one can love you more than your parents. Believe me, trust me. Ask your parents, do you love me? Ask your mom, your dad. Sometimes your mom or dad are upset with you. Go and give them a tight hug. Their anger will go away. Do this trick. You will see the change. Whenever they are upset, definitely do this. Even you are small kids, but some young youth, they comes and for counseling to me. They for counseling sessions, they says, oh, I'm not getting along with my parents. That's not true. You don't understand the pain the parents go through for you. And when I said to them, go and give them a tight hug, next morning their parents and children, they both are very happy. And they call me back and said, hey, yes, it feels so good when I give them a tight hug. Same thing applies to you all. Even you are all adults. But when you see your parents, do the same thing. Back home, your parents, when they know you are coming, they prepare for 1 month before. Oh, my daughter is coming, my son is coming. Why? They want to see you. So, God punished this businessman, and he said, from today he get into trouble. Why God has to punish with the trouble? The reason, human doesn't learn until we get into trouble. Human mentality, we don't learn until we get into trouble. When only God will remember God in bad times. In good times, we don't remember to God. We don't even come to temple in good times. Here, one thing, kids, make sure your parents brings you to temple once in a week. Comes to temple. This temple, when you come to temple, when you learn, when you feel the energy, that energy will help you. And parents, it's a humble request to you all. Bring your kids to temple in a regular basis and spend some time in the temple. Not just come and go. And don't make it a optional stop temple in your route. Make a primary stop for the temple and other stops on your way. Don't think, okay, let's go for a restaurant and eat a lunch, and on the way we will stop at the temple. Don't do that. It's a wrong practice. Because why I'm telling you this, if you take these steps now, you will be happy when your kids are grown up. It's very important to keep our traditions alive with us. When you bring them to temple, they learn how to bow down, how to take the charnamrut, how to take the prasad. Teach them. Many of them, they come to the priest to take the prasad, they take like this. Priest is giving like this, they're like this. Whenever you take the prasad, there are certain etiquettes which we need to learn. And on the door, you can see there is a etiquettes written on the temple when you come to temple. Read, take a picture, and teach your kids. And you also learn. It helps you. The businessman, when he promised to do this puja and he never done it, God punished him, and from that day onwards he got into trouble, because trouble is the one only brings closer to God. And businessman at home, wife and daughter, they were suffering with poverty because he was so rich one day. Because of the punishment of God, all wealth was taken away by thieves. Because when your ego grows so much, God will take everything what he gives you. So one day, and again, this businessman and his son-in-law were kept in the prison in the kingdom, and they said to king, we are not thieves. The punishment was they were kept in the jail. They're accused for doing nothing. Honestly, they didn't do any mistake, but they were accused. The story is, as a story that thieves came and they robbed the treasure of the king, and they left all the wealth over there where these businessmen were sleeping. That is the story. But here we need to understand why these things happens in life. Sometimes you think you get into trouble. Sometimes we get problems in our life. That means just calmly sit one place and think about it. What have been gone wrong in our lives? Whatever we have done, there must be something we did wrong. That is the reason these things are happening. First, that is the first point you need to check. Second, go to the learned priest or astrologer, or then check with your astrological prediction. Some people say astrology is a myth. Sorry to say, astrology is not a myth. Astrology is a science. You believe it or not, astrology is a science. Of course, everything is a prediction. But astrology connects with your natal chart. The natal chart where your nakshatra, where your moon constellation, where at the time of your birth, where the moon is, from there our natal chart began. Hello? So this businessman were kept in the jail, and at the home, the mother and daughter, they didn't have anything to eat also. One day, like you all doing the puja. Somebody was doing the puja, so daughter brought some prasad to home, and when the moment mother ate that prasad, she remembered, oh my God, we forgot to do the Lord Satyanarayana puja. Because of him, because of his blessings, you born. And she was telling this to the daughter. We will do the puja tomorrow, oh Lord, forgive our mistakes, and please let my husband and my son-in-law come back to our home. And she was praying somewhere very far from the distance, and the businessmen were kept in the prison somewhere else, but prayer worked. Prayer doesn't need to be in person. Prayer can be done from anywhere. Prayer has the energy. And as I said, prayer has the power. The moment she prayed, and that night in the dream of the king, the Lord Satyanarayana given the darshan, and he said, tomorrow morning release those businessmen. They are not thieves. They are my devotees. Because of their karma, they were kept in the jail. And that is the same story. Here in this story, what we need to learn is, do not promise something whether you know, whether you don't know you can fulfill or not. And if you promise something, make sure you fulfill that promise. Don't postpone. Giving in a commercial language, settle a bad thought with a post-dated check and good thought with a cash payment. क्योंकि काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में प्रलय होएगी, बहुरी करेगा कब. That means whatever you need to do it tomorrow, do it today. Do it today, do it now. But लेकिन हम लोग थोड़ा ज़्यादा सोचते हैं. We think we are the one who creator of this universe, right? And we think आज करे सो काल कर, काल करे सो परसों, जीना है बरसों. If you understand Hindi, then you will understand this. You say that? Jina hai barso? One thing. We don't know whether we will wake up tomorrow morning or not. That is the reality. We have to face reality. That is the reason, thank to God before you go to bed. And kids, make sure you thank to God every night before you go to bed. And every morning when you wake up, thank to God, oh Lord, make my day today. You wake me up nicely, make my day good. And then first thing, touch your parents' feet. Or give them a tight hug every day morning. And believe me, your day will go very, very, very happily. It is true, but do we do that? So, and every time as a kids you are growing, in America there is a trend, taking shower in the evening time and nobody takes shower in the morning. Don't do that. Every day morning take shower. I have seen many kids, oh Panditji, we take shower in the evening. Why should we take in the morning? When you take shower in the morning, the whole day will go very, very prosperous and energetic. Evening also you can take shower, but don't miss in the morning. The same thing in IT professionals. So many people also use the same funda, same formula. Who came as a students here, they take evening showers. It's wrong. Yes, you are a good boy. So the energy is we need to create. And the prayer, when the mother prayed to this, and they were released from the prison, the businessman and his son-in-law, they start their journey back, and still this businessman thought, oh, now king realized his mistake, and he thought, no, he realized his mistake, we are not thieves, and he released. He did not even thank to God, oh God, because of you we were out. So God wants to fix him fully. So God come back to him and he asked, what is in your boats? And another mistake he did, this businessman, he lied to this saint, the form of the God who is in the form of saint. Nothing is in our boats. Our boats are filled with leaves and creepers. Honestly, truth is, his boats are filled with jewelry and gold and money, lot of wealth, diamonds. But he lied. Here is the one thing. In life, never lie. Same thing he could say sweetly. Yes, we do have something, but why do you want to know? Instead of that, he said, nothing is in our boats. All are leaves and creepers. So Lord said, Tadhastu. The story says, all the jewelry, gold, diamonds were totally converted into leaves and creepers. And boats were floating on the water. So when they realized this mistake, they fell on the feet of Lord and they asked their forgiveness. Then Lord asked the businessman one question. Did I ever ask you to do this puja? You want a children, so you said to me, I will do this puja if I will bless by children. You could have stopped over there, I need children, that's it. Why did you add it, I will do this? When you say I will do this, you should fulfill. No matter who you promise to, your kids, your parents, your wife, your husband, make sure fulfill that promise. Otherwise, don't promise. Or your teacher, your parents, anyone. So, this businessman started his journey back. Again, there was another problem came in the 4th chapter. They talk about the prasad. Because of the prasad, the story says, if the daughter of the businessman, she did not eat the prasad, so her husband boat sunk into the water. That is the word it says, right, in the story? Nothing new. So now, imagine, if really God will punish you, God will kill someone if you don't eat prasad. Does it make sense to you? You had a question, right? This question. But still we follow because our elders said so. But your kids may not agree with this. Your kids will ask you, if God is killing you with not eating prasad, then how come he become a God? God should not kill anyone. Right? Yes. I'll tell you now. God is teaching us here by creating the trouble. Whatever you do in life, do it fully, don't leave it in between. Puja, when you're performing, puja will finish with prasad. Without prasad, puja won't be finishing. Same thing in life, whatever you do, if you're studying in your study room, make sure after you finish your studies, keep your books away. Keep your study table clean. Sometimes, you finish your study and your parents comes and put aside your books. That is not your finishing your study. You have to do it. All right? So, that is the reason God is teaching us in life, do fully whatever you do. Don't leave it in between things in life. When she went back and she took the prasad, everything was normal because nothing is really happened. It's an illusion created by the God. And we are living in the illusional world. That is the reason we need the help of God to realize that illusion and come out of that illusion. Like, you put one candle in a pot, and that pot has make sure 20 or 25 holes. So how many lamps you will see? 25 lamps you see, right? From the pot. But is that 25 lamps are there inside? That is what illusion is. So you have to see inside of the pot how many lamps are there, not through the holes. We need to realize ourselves. And when she went back home and she took the prasad, everything was normal. From that day onwards, this businessman started donating his wealth and doing good deeds, and he was performing this puja on every Ekadashi, Dvadashi, or Paurnima, as today is called Parushurama Dvadashi. Today is a very auspicious day to perform this Satyanarayana Puja. And the 5th chapter talks about equality in the eyes of God. The one king who disrespect the prasad of Lord given by cowherds, and he come to his kingdom and he found all his kids were died. Why? Because he discarded the prasad of the Lord. Why did he discarded the prasad of the Lord? Because he discriminate between him and the cowherds. He says, I am the higher caste than the cowherds. How can I eat cooked food by them? The discrimination. In the eyes of God, there is no discrimination. Prasad is prasad. Doesn't matter. Whoever cooked, prasad is prasad and you should able to eat. You should not disrespect. Because in the eyes of God, we are all equal. Maybe according to our karma, we may earn $1 more than one other. But our wealth is not going to show are we superior than other. Our karma shows are we superior than other or not. So we are all equal. When you come into the temple, here inside the temple room in the hall, you all are equal. There is no VIP treatments. You all are VIPs. So this rule, if you understand, and when you go to temple, treat everyone equality and think God is the supreme there, and in front of him everyone is the same. That is the 5th chapter talks about. So in the 5 chapters, what we learn today, do it puja with devotion and dedication, number 1. Number 2, do with trust in God, the puja. And before you trust in God, trust yourself. Don't promise something whether you know, whether you don't know whether you can fulfill or not. If you promise something, fulfill that promise. Don't lie. Speak truth. And treat everyone into equality in life. If these principles you apply into your own life, I'm sure you will be a successful human one day, and you gain your goals, you reach to your goals one day, and you will be happy. And whoever performs this puja, the Satyanarayana puja, listen the story, God will bless you and gives you all the success whatever you deserve, not you need. Many of us, we think, I asked God so much, but God gave me so much only. God gives you whatever you deserve. It's not that mean you don't ask God what you want. Ask God what you want, but He will give you what you deserve. So, surrender and offer that akshata, what you are holding in your hand in the kalasham. This Sri Skanda Prane Reva Kande Satyanarayana Vrtakadajam Pratamadvitiya Tritiya Jurda Panchamodhyaya Samaptaha. Boliye Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki. Now, everyone keep offering the akshata on the kalasham. Om Chatran Samarpajami Punapujang Rishe Chatran Samarpajami Chavarana Vidyami Rityandrjami Kitantravajama Andolikana Rahojam Smasrajopachara Bhaktiyopachara Shaktyopachara Sarvopacharan Samarpajami. Om. Take akshata and water in your right hand, please. Wives, please give water in your husband's hand. And please everyone repeat, Anena Maya Kritena Shri Rama Sameta Satyanarayana Pujam Sri Parameshwara Arpanam Astu. Offer it there, please. Now take the akshata from the kalasham. From the kalash, in front of the kalash, and offer it on your head and your spouse and your children. प्रसादं सरसा गृह्णामि सहस्रपरमा देवी शतमूला शताङ्कुरा सर्वगं हरतु मे पापं दुर्वादुष्वप्रणाशिनी प्रसादं सरसा गृह्णामि. Now take akshata from the plate and offer it on the kalasham and hold the kalasham with 2 hands and then lift it up and keep it there. Om yajnana yajyavedanda devahada nidharmana pradhamanya sannate hanagam mahimana sujante yatra purve sadhya santi devaha शोभनार्थे क्षेमाय पुनः आगमनाय च. बोलिए सच्चिन्नारायण भगवान की. Now we do the arati. There is a arati plate. After Panditji does arati, he will give it to you. And everyone do not stand. By sitting only do the arati. And once you do the finish the arati, pass it to others. All right? And after the arati, you will, Panditji will come to you. Give that mandapa dhanam. But whenever you do the Satyanarayana puja, you need to give dhanam to the priest, the mandapam. So he will come to you and he will take. At that time, keep some dakshina, either $11 or $21. Keep dakshina and give that dakshina along with the dakshina to the priest when he comes after arati. Now we are starting the arati. Everyone, whoever is as a visitors, please everyone stand up. The puja, whoever is doing, you please sit. Now arati. Somebody can ring the bells, please. After you do the arati, pass it to others, please.
जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विन से मन का. स्वामी दुख विन से मन का. सुख संपत्ति घर आवे. सुख संपत्ति घर आवे.
कष्ट मिटे तन का.
ओम जय.
You all also can do the arati here. Everyone, devotees normally can do the arati here. मेरे शरण पढ़ू मैं किस की. स्वामी शरण पढ़ू मैं किस की. प्रभु बिना और न दूजा. प्रभु बिना और न दूजा. आश करूं मैं किस की. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम अंतरयामी.
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर. पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर. तुम सबके स्वामी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. स्वामी तुम पालन करता. मैं मूरख खलकामी. मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी.
कृपा करो भरता.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
चर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी प्राणपति किस विधि मिलो दयामय किस विधि मिलो तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे न बंधु दुख हरता था
स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे अपनी शरण
वो द्वार पढ़म तेरे ओम जय
जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ
पाप हरो देवा स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय दीननाथ हरे
भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे
ओम जय जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे
स्वामी
जय दीननाथ हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के अवगुण क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे बोलिए सच्चिदानंद भगवान की Now we, the Panditji took the mandapam, so there is a prasadam in your bowl. You need to eat a little bit. Take a little bit prasad and eat, and make sure you eat a little bit prasad and give it to your kids.